can you just tell us your names?
I'm Lorna.
And I'm Emily.
And are you two together?
Yes, we've recently got engaged.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
Oh, that's fantastic. The church doesn't have a fantastic record of supporting LGBT plus people. So what does it mean to you that we've got Pride here today?
It just felt lovely to be so accepted and welcomed here.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm so pleased.
Yeah.
I think it's hopeful because I see so many young people here, people from the local community, people I know, all celebrate. And we say that even though, generally speaking, the UK is a welcoming country, there is always pockets of discrimination.
And the church has lagged behind.
Yeah, it has.
And really feeling a church particularly making an effort to say you are not just accepted, but you are welcomed. We are proactive about welcoming you. Because there's so much trauma for so many of our generation around churches. We don't feel welcomed necessarily. We don't feel like we can go into these spaces. Even if, you know, we enjoy the traditions, enjoy the hymns, enjoy the culture, it's not a space we can go into necessarily. So to be actively, proactively saying you are welcome, we are here for you, means more than you can imagine, actually.
Do you think that having Pride like here at St James and Emmanuel would make you feel that it was easier to maybe like walk into a service on a Sunday?
Well, you know, we were just saying we should
jump in.
We should pop in one Sunday.
We were saying we'd like to come because we've always avoided going, just because one, you don't want to sort of feel like you're interrupting people,
and you never quite sure what people will say.
But there's also that it's that question of, are we not welcome and are we an intrusion? You never want to be rude to people and go into their space. Whereas when people are saying yes, come, be welcomed, be, you know, you are welcomed at the table, it means a lot. It makes you feel like you can actually take the step, because sort of passively just being like, oh, we don't actively discriminate, that feels like discrimination, because it's like, well, are we going to be safe if someone decides to say something?
Not rocking the boat isn't quite good enough. It has to
well,
be
there are a lot of churches, I mean, there are no churches that would say, you know, you're not welcome, but actually you realise once you're through the door that there are some people are more welcome than others.
Yeah, there is that feeling of not just that you're unwelcome, but that there is a sort of almost pity, or just like,
or that you need to change.
Yeah, I'm not here to be tolerated. I'm not here to be tolerated. That is not acceptable.
No.
Like, the only acceptable form is a wholehearted welcome.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
It does genuinely mean a lot to say, like, we are here for you and we've outreached to you. We feel like there is amends to be made. And it's not your church personally, not yourself personally, but for a representation of a group that has hurt you, to say we are sorry, you are welcomed, we love you, we celebrate you, that's a lot.
Thank you for saying that, and part of the reason we have been on this journey since 2014 is because we lost a wonderful young person, Lizzie, and one of the gifts that Lizzie has left us is a complete change of heart and mind, and in a way, you know, we have been so transformed by Lizzie. And now, like, we have this wonderful LGBT community who are not just like, it's like there's no difference between people. It's like we're all together, you know, and that's the thing.
I'm a teacher, and I'm an openly gay teacher, and it means a lot for my students, for children who know they can come. Just looking around, seeing, I wasn't open and out. We were saying this, we'd have never felt brave enough at the age of some of the children here to identify that way, to understand who we were and to feel welcomed. It saves lives when children feel they are welcomed, they are seen, and that they have someone to protect them. I think in many ways, for children with a faith, for young people with a faith, the church is a protective force, and to feel like you are not protected, or that it would even condone those who love you rejecting you, that's a lot. It genuinely does save lives when they know that there is that spot. I've seen it. I've seen such a huge change, and I have no doubt that things like this have contributed to it.
And I think it's so admirable that with such a tragic event, that rather than just sort of being, oh, you know, thoughts and prayers, actually actively doing something has just meant so much, and it's it's wonderful.
Well, I really appreciate you expressing that. I'm really glad you're here.
Thank you.
You need to know you will always be welcome at St James Emmanuel, and as you say, not just tolerated, but celebrated. And that's what Pride's about today. So
she deserves being celebrated.
Thank you for being here. And now we need to work on the national church, so that we can marry couples who love one another.
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
And the flag continues to give
Oh, here we go.
Thank you.
Great, thanks a lot, guys.